Hello folks, welcome to my new video. Today with Stephen King's my Steelbook collection. I already showed most of it in my other videos. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel, that would help a lot. And activate the notification to not miss any new content. I finally got it Chapter 1 from HdZeta. So before I will compare it with it Chapter 1 from Filmarena. As I said before, all other videos, I will place links to the other videos, place the link to the other video at the end of this one. Yeah, as you can see here, here are both collections from Filmarena and from HdZeta. In both cases, yeah, right, in both cases, it's Chapter 2. There are two full slips. Yeah, and they are stored in this kind of one-click box. And here are all the full slips. Yeah, Filmarena also released the classical 90s Stephen King's miniseries in this full slip edition. They already showed in a video. Yeah, so here the Stephen King's from the 90s, and in both cases there is one full slip for Stephen King's Chapter 1 from 2017, and Stephen King's Chapter 2 has two full slips. So it's a bit rearranged. They are very similar. Similarly made. It Chapter 1 and this it Chapter 2, right? And in both cases here is one non-lenti and one single lenti. At the end of the video I will compare all my Stephen King's Chapter 1 steelbooks. In both full slips there are different steelbooks, and I also have this this steelbook collection, Chapter 1 and 2, and I will compare all three steelbooks. So now here's what's inside. Yeah, mostly HdZeta has several different versions of their full slips, but in this case there is indeed only one version, unfortunately non-lenti. I always like lenti more. Let's compare. Here is this Chapter 1 from Filmarena. It's really big. It's a so-called XL full slip, with this beautiful backside. And here's it. Here's Chapter 1 from HdZeta. Yeah, here with this partial gloss with a balloon. And here it. By the way, here's a spine comparison of all HdZeta, of all three HdZeta full slips. It Chapter 2 and the lenticular version, and especially this first two, the non-lenti ones, match really good together. And here's on the top. Yeah, here are both steelbooks. I will show them at the end of this video together, and I will also show this the third steelbook. Yeah, let's see what's inside. Booklet, a folder with cards in the Filmarena version, and Filmarena version has also a small folder inside the steelbook itself. It's the only steelbook edition, Filmarena edition, that has this. And as usual for HdZeta, there is nothing stored inside the steelbook, only a folder. Yeah, in the folder from HdZeta there is a set of cards, a small booklet, and a card, a numbering card. and this was really nice. So here are both cards from chapter 1. From Filmarena and from HdZeta, this usual really great card. Unfortunately, they seem not to include them anymore in the new editions. Very, very unfortunate. So at first the Filmarena edition, and as you can see, the Filmarena edition is jam-packed. Here's the folder, as usual for Excel full slips. Here's also a sticker, Black Barons, number 23. And here are the card sets with character cards and photo cards. So at first the character cards, they're really thick and really well made. Here's the back side. Yeah, like the FullSlip artwork from HdZeta. Yeah. Yeah, all the kids. In chapter 1 tells only the story of the kids, which was not the case in the book and in the 90s miniseries. The stories of the adults and kids were mixed. So now photo cards, and this is just a terrific backside. So now, as I said before, there was another small folder within the Steelbook with this really nice artwork, and those cards are just terrific. Dairy postcards, and here they are, like real postcards, but I won't send them to anyone. A fixed postage here, and here are dairy postcards, and those are just terrific, like those tourist postcards that you get in some cities. Greetings from Derry, Maine. Just beautiful. Those are my favorites. Where in hell is Derry, Maine? So now to the cards from HdZeta. Here's only one set of cards. So in Filmarena there were 3 sets of cards, and here's only one with this backside with this HdZeta logo as usual. Yeah, to be honest, not the best motifs, but well. The pictures of Pennywise. I really like both versions, and I really enjoyed all 3 movies, the miniseries and both parts. I'm really glad that part 1 was really successful, so they made part 2. So, both booklets, the bigger one from Filmarena and this glossy from HdZeta. Yeah, more often than not, such franchises stay incomplete. There are so many movies that were that had a planned sequels that never materialized. but fortunately in this case this didn't happen. Especially the ending of chapter 2 was a great improvement, not only over the 90s series, but also over the book. They even make fun of it, so that in one of the first scenes there is a dialogue where they speak about because one of the characters is actually an author, and they say that you make great stories, but your endings are not that great. And it's famous for a lot of Stephen King's adaptations that are great books, but a lot of adaptations drastically change the endings. For example, the lesser known Secret Window, the better known The Mist. Yeah, here's the HdZeta booklet. An art booklet only. Yes, Stephen King's It, the 90s miniseries. There were plenty of miniseries adaptations, Stephen King's adaptations for TV in the 80s and 90s, like Tommy Knockers and Langoliers, and somewhat infamously a more book accurate Shining miniseries. Yeah, more book accurate, but not as good as a movie. And the It miniseries is, I suppose, has the best quality. I mean, it's not a masterpiece by no means, but it has the cinematic quality that other adaptations miss. So I really enjoyed both. My thing is the balloons are had different colors in the 90s miniseries. In this version they are only red, which fits really well. So now to the steelbooks. Now, as promised, I will not only compare both steelbooks. This one is from HdZeta. Filmarena. This one is from HdZeta, and I also will compare them to each chapter to one steelbook from this edition, from the 2-film collection. Here, yeah, a really nice collection with this metallic slipcover. Now, I most definitely don't have all the steelbooks. I know there are some other out there, but well. Here are the artworks, really nice, that were also used, for example, here for the backside of Filmarena. And here's this original artwork of this 2-film collection. Here's the backside. Yeah, backsides are really similar. They are not exactly the same, but they are really similar. For example, here the water is somewhat different. Here this completely unnecessary text. The spines are nearly identical. Well, here without Blu-ray sign, and the logos are somewhat different, but the it logos are really nearly identical. Now let's see what's inside. 2 discs, Ultra HD and Blu-ray. I hope you can see it. It's this famous scene with Georgie. I hope you can see it. It's somewhat pale with this text again. Well, now to the second one, and as you can see, it's nearly the same. I think it's a little bit less pale, but well. Yeah, here's the sticker of the HdZeta edition, and I don't know if you noticed something strange. Where's the disc? Oh my god, where's the disc? So for some reason, it's not usual for HdZeta, indeed, but for some reason it chapter 1 and both it chapter 2 full slips don't have any discs in them, probably because of licensing. So now inside artwork of this exclusive steelbook, I know only about one other edition where HdZeta made this. Yeah, here's the poster that I showed in another video, and here is inside artwork, so I will show it here. Bumblebee, the Bumblebee collection that I also showed on my channel. Just search for it. Bumblebee HdZeta collection doesn't have any discs either. Yeah, and here's a really nice artwork. It's actually artwork that was also used for each chapter 2 steelbook. And here you can see the kids. Please write me down in the comments below if there are some other HdZeta editions that did it. I know that HdZeta also released Blade Runner 2049 full slip without the steelbook, but besides that, usually they have still discs in them. Yeah. So folks, here are I simply love this picture, this 3D lenti and flip flop. Yeah. So folks, here are the 3 steelbooks that I have. And I don't know if I ever will buy any other steelbooks. Yeah, it's not that important that I have all of them. I also made a comparison of all my It Chapter 2 steelbooks in another video. Yeah, here are the full slips and here are the steelbooks with the content. Please let me down in the comments below which is your favorite Stephen King's It movie, the miniseries or chapter 1 or chapter 2, and probably which is your favorite Stephen King's adaptation. Also let me know how do you like these editions. So folks, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Till the next time, bye bye.